Enough of that. Enough of it. I don't know what to do. Oh, it's working. Oh, it's working. I'm live. All right. So I'm 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 lost. What am I doing? Hey. Hey I'm here. Uh hey. Hey everyone. I'm here. We're going to talk about comic books tonight. I have to be admittedly dumb somewhere, right? Maybe it should be comic books. Maybe I should have gotten something to drink. What a numbskull. Um, what what can I say about comic books? I had some. I wasn't a huge comic book person. I browsed through some. I flipped through a few, but I wasn't huge into comic books. Probably because I wasn't huge into reading. I only read certain things if I thought there was information within it that I could pull from it. I tried to be somewhat practical with my time. I had to be getting something out of my time, whatever time I had. If I wasn't, at that age, if I wasn't trying to do something that I had to do for school, I was working or running or riding bike or working out or something that I felt was productive. Very little sleep those times of my life. Those years were very exhausting, but I could do it. So I wasn't a huge comic book fan per se. I guess you could say I was like a movie connoisseur of the 80s and 90s though. And I do remember a few older movies that probably were derived from comic books, so I can relate to a lot of what comics have to offer, but I'm not the most intelligent person to talk with about comics. But if we want to get into the movies, one of the weird things that always is hard for me to comprehend, again, because it's a passive hobby, a passive sensation filler to go see movies or to take time to watch a movie if I can find something more productive or more industrious to do with my time. So I remember the original Hulks coming out. Kick Numbskull. Thanks. I appreciate it. I remember the original Hulks coming out before they did the new ones. And there was a few other movies. I can't recall all of them right this moment, but they'll pop into my head as I continue. I'm sure they will. But the original makes of the movies, it's almost like people forgot, or they don't exist anymore. They're just not there because people don't see them until something else comes along. Okay. So again, I'm not a huge comic person, but I understand like the basics of where most things come from, and I have personal. Okay, so you see videos of this all the time, and I hear people doing this a lot, and hopefully I won't fall into the category, but I probably will. Of, well, Superman is unrealistically super, which is understanding considering the era that he came from. Wasn't it post World War? No, it was just as World War II started, wasn't it? And they were looking for something to use, saying that we were. I forget exactly how that goes, but I do remember the whole how Superman was, the general idea of when around the time Superman was created. Now I really sound even stupider. I love it. And you know what I should do? I should ask my son for some shit from his room that I gave him. I don't. That way I have reference tools. I think he has an encyclopedia. Maybe he doesn't. I don't remember. Maybe we got him an encyclopedia of superheroes. But unrealistically strong is Superman. And while I bounce all over the place waiting for my guest Nike Air to show back up, and he left a message, and I was restarting my computer when I realized that window had a message on it. I didn't read what it said, so dumb me. Ouch. So hopefully he'll be along here shortly. I don't know. where was I? Superman, unrealistically strong. And proof of this to me is in the new League of Superheroes, which to me seems dumb. And I'll explain that in a moment. I've also watched over my son's shoulder some of the, what is it, Junior Justice League or Justice League Junior or whatever it is, where they're younger or something like that, but it's a cartoon. And I've also watched everything except for the new movies. If it's not on DVD, I haven't seen it yet. And if it is on DVD in the last couple of weeks, I probably haven't seen it yet, because I haven't watched a movie in the last several weeks. Just part of the summertime, I suppose, which is why I haven't spent as much time making content. I'm making a forcive effort to, okay, you have a goal. Do something to hit your goal. Slap yourself in the face and get to fucking work. Well, straight down. I think I may need to break out a comic book to read. I know I have a few in the file cabinet. I have a couple in the garage in a cabinet. My son has a stack in his room. Do I even have anybody? Oh, Denny, you're still here. Do you like Batman? Should I read some Batman? I have no idea what I have. Oh, the hard choices you must make sometimes. I don't know. Other superheroes I'm impressed with. Obviously, Batman has his attributes, but I really don't see anyone along Batman's line being able to kill Superman. He would have needed more than just Krypton and what he had. And then Superman ended up dying at the end, which, okay, that levels the playing field. Now you eliminate the item that doesn't make sense, the one that can't be defeated. But then when you brought him back, you illustrate the case of why it was best to have left him dead. Because this is what I saw in the movie. Obviously, the first half was them trying to figure out how to bring him back. And then the second half was the fight. But it was an hour and a half of the movie used to work on this and get it all set up, and for Superman to come out and take off. Superman had knowledge, didn't use it. He did. He was kind of smart, but we can get to that in a moment. The problem that got to me in the movie is that it seemed there was a couple of gods there. And you're talking gods, speed, strength, stamina, power. Yet you bring Superman back and he is stronger than all of them and the cybernetic life form that keeps self-advancing and faster. His history was knowledge. How do you mean that his history was knowledge? Never used it. I understand he had the Fortress of Solitude, and the Fortress of Solitude contained crystals that contained the knowledge of the Kryptonian people, which was far more advanced, obviously, than Earth. So he had the knowledge of all of his people and everything they had that was sent with him when he was ejected from the planet. I'm not sure what his knowledge of Earth was, unless it was contained on the crystal, which you can assume it was. So he could basically speed through all of that, learn all of that, and know everything he needs to know. So yeah, I guess that is up, and intelligence is a strength of his, or knowledge is a strength of his, but still it doesn't account for, realistically, if we're going to look at the playing field, if you have a god of water, a cybernetic life form that advanced and strong, a goddess with weapons, who else did they have and Speedy there, it just, all of that up against him, and he's standing there taking it and throws them all off like it's nothing. When it came to the battle at the end, all of them are fighting this guy, and they're giving it almost everything they got, and they're losing bad. I believe in justice. Smack, 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 smack. You're my bitch. Smack, 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 smack. Is that fear? Smack. And that's it. They're done. Really? Oh, and he stopped to take a break to save people, just to show off a little. So, what was the point of any of them after they got Superman back? Why are any of them needed? Oh, look, Speedy moved the fucking truck full of people out of the way, quick. Oh, here comes Superman with a fucking apartment complex full of people. He ripped it out of the ground and flew it away. Not that that's unrealistic or anything, but Superman did it because Superman. They created such a high impression of him that it's going to take a lot to slow him down now. How do you do that? If he just overpowered everybody else that you've represented, how are two mortals on a boat at the end of the movie going to do a damn thing? Neither one has speed. Like, incredible amounts of speed. I just don't understand. Superman, sexist. Well, there's Supergirl. I don't know, Superwoman, Supergirl, Superdog. I forget what the dog's name was. It's... At best, it's curious to me how you gave one person so much represented power in the video. If the three of them could have held them back, or the four of them could have possibly outsmarted him and outworked him, and he didn't overpower all of them in a single instant, that would have given the battle at the end a little more believability. But then Superman didn't take any... He just kind of almost imperviously walked through all of what was going on. And that took away more realism. He should have at least been, putting up a fight to do what he had to do, not, okay, barely breaking a sweat. And I understand that's also Superman. Don't break a sweat, get the job done. I'm rattling on. What do we got here? His history was knowledge. Yes, we never used it. Superman is sexist. Family. Yeah, family was his weakness as well as kryptonite. I don't know if other people realize that Superman had weaknesses. Eclipses, I believe, were a weakness, weren't they? Which is oddly funny in some aspects when you think about it. Wouldn't Superman then be powerless at night? Is it just me? But Superman worked during the day, right? But no, he flew at night. How do you have power at night if there's no sun out? I'm lost. See, now we go back to my thought process. The story doesn't hold up. If you're in a building, how do you have power unless there's a window? I need to get near the window. Or do you absorb enough power from the sun and it lasts a period of time? See, but then by morning you're weak. How does that work? Nope, it's easy to fly the sun. Okay, but I want you to think about this. What was his shade ratio? Like, how long did he have to... Okay, bear with me. Think this through. If something's going on and he's out of sunlight and he's not receiving the sun, he's in a building, in a basement, it's nighttime, how long does he have to go before the darkness will start to lower his power? And then he has to zip off. But again, he'll be lower in power, so he'll have to zip off awful quick. Now, if you wake up in the middle of the night, something's going on, somebody comes in and, cut you because you're weak in the middle of the night, if you're weak, how are you going to zip back off to the sun? Now, this is just me openly thinking this through. I'm with you, but people say this. Well, right, okay, so let me follow this through. If you get Superman out of the sun for 3 hours, is he then weak? Well, if you're battling him, 3 hours is hard, but if you call him and sit down at a conversation, then 3 hours is nothing. A meeting, sitting at a briefing, how much does he have to be in the sun? At midnight when it's dark, is he powerless? Does he have to fly to Tokyo every few minutes? Oh, you know what? I'm getting a little bit weak. I'll be right back. I just have to make a trip. Now that worries me a little because you created, and I didn't see this before, Wow, how did I not? Okay, because I don't look at this again. So you create a dynamic where he needs to receive sunlight to receive power. And the weird thing is this. Oh, I know why this hits me. This was sort of in an episode of Supergirl my kids are watching. Yeah, I don't know why I let them watch it, but I do. In one of the episodes in season 3, I think it was, the moon goes into an eclipse where the moon is blocking the sun from the earth. And as it starts to go into the eclipse, she starts to get weak. And as it goes full eclipse, she's really weak. She's, people weak. And as it starts to come out, she starts to get some of her power back. So if there's no light, you don't have power. How does that hold through? How long can you be in the basement? How long can you be in the sack? If you're in shade long enough, how does that work? See, there's a whole... It's not just kryptonite. Well, we just gotta wait till 5 in the morning. If he doesn't pop out before 5, we can kill him. And the end of Superman. All you have to do is realize how long he has to be out of the sun. It'd be a hard thing to figure and gauge, but that's all you would really have to do. Batman? Batman. It's the car. Chicks take the car. Does sunshine through your cell phone work? See, sunshine creates our sun release. Again, how does Superman get his power from the sun? Is it from the light, the yellow light of the sun, because of our type of sun? Meaning that I want to say his planet had a red sun, which emitted a infrared, which would have done something different than ours. And maybe it is the UV light. So if he has to collect the UV rays, then he shouldn't wear suntan lotion? I don't know. And then suntan lotion would be his weaknesses as well. Welcome into the millennium. Suntan lotion will now be a kryptonite to Superman. You just have to get him to walk through this chamber and spray it all on him. And if he doesn't wipe it off quick enough on his way out, you shoot him with an arrow and tranquilize him. When he falls to the ground, you wrap him up in a blanket, drop him in a hole, bury him in concrete, and never see him again. Look, I just killed Superman. I'm Lex Luthor now. Ding, ding. Damn it. Hold on. Let me turn the ringer off again, or every email I get is going to do that. Done. Numbskull Hotel Echo Lima Oscar. Well, hello to you too, sir. Or something. So there's a hole in Superman's argument. I've defeated him already out of logic. Who's next? Who do I like? What's his name? Green Lantern. I like the Green Lantern. Why do I like the Green Lantern? Well, I like the Green Lantern for the same reason as Deadpool. Deadpool is a little comedic. The Green Lantern is also comedic. However, that comedy comes out in the ring in an awesome way, because if you think hammer, you get hammer. If you think rubber mallet, you get rubber mallet. If you think bow and arrow, you get bow and arrow. And correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any comic people still here, if there's anybody here, because one thing actually says there's only 2 people here, but the list has 5. So now I'm worried. What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, now it says 5. Something's wrong with something. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out later, because I don't care. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the Green Lantern can only use each idea once, right? Opposed to the video game, which obviously has repeated moves. By the way, was it the Lego Green Lantern or the regular Green Lantern? I completed 100% with my son. I helped him get through it, and then I made him go back through it with me to finish the whole game. We completed all the little side missions and everything. He thought it was cool. So my son and I are at 100 on the Green Lantern game. That was fun. But I believe everything he does, he can only do it once. Green Lantern versus Yellow Light. Okay. Enlighten me. Who is Yellow Light? Or is it a substance or item? Because the Green Lantern is only as strong as he can imagine or think himself to be. He is only as powerful as what he knows how to do, which is a pretty nifty power. But Superman could beat Green Lantern by flying up to him really fast. And what's Green Lantern going to do? A shield? What is he going to do? Hit Superman with a building? He'd have to swing a planet at him. I mean, literally swing a planet at Superman. Hey TA, hey TCA, how are we all doing? Anybody else think that in order for the Green Lantern, for no good reason whatsoever, in order to beat Superman, would have to swing a planet from his ring? Am I wrong? Also, I still don't know what yellow light is. I'm confused. He is weak to yellow. Oh, so Green Lantern is weak in our sun, whereas Superman is strong in our sun. Or are we talking yellow light as in against, like, the Green Lantern, there's a yellow light lantern? Again, I was hoping Nike Air was going to join me for this comic book. Yellow is his weakness. The color yellow. Okay. TCA trying to figure out this messenger you speak of. What messenger? Hey, where? Eh? How's everybody doing today, eh? Are we all good, eh? Wouldn't want any fighting here, eh? Eh? Let's buy you all a drink, eh? Just sit and relax, eh? Who am I picking on? Who am I picking on? Nobody I know sits there and says, hey, eh? But it's a fun thing to say, eh? Especially when you're with your friends and you're headed to Canada, eh? I'm slightly drunk. Good to know. I am out of liquor, and the last 2 bottles of Mike's are for my wife. I told her I wouldn't drink them because they were in there. I drank a whole bunch of them. And all I have left right now, I think, is mixers to go with drinks that I don't mix. And I need alcohol. But other than that, does anybody in here know anything about game? Or wait, are we talking about games? No, we're talking about comic books. I'm supposed to be kick wife. No, I could literally just text her and be like, I want one of your drinks, go get it for me. But I won't do that right now. Does anybody in here know enough about comic books to jibber jabber with me for half an hour or so? I got a link open. I'm just kind of chilling here. And then a little later, I'm going to jump on somebody else's stream and just kind of, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think he does like interviews and conversations, but I'm not, what good am I to talk to? You got to give me a topic, and then there's a high probability I know nothing about it. You're cool, NumbedSkull. What else could we do today? I'm extremely intellectually handicapped. Queen to e4. Checkmate. Oh, joined from Cog. Oh, joined from Cog. I'm not sure what that means. That must be part of the I joined from Cog. Oh, Cog from Cog stream. Okay, awesome. TA, you know something about comics? What do you know about comics? You gonna impress me with your comic knowledge? Oh wait, hold on. What I do? I opened that up tonight and I'm not ready. It's not that. Oh no, that's not it. Moment lost. Oh, I know what you guys want. You want me. Who in here follows me on Twitter? Because if you don't, it's probably wise. I mean, probably wise not to follow me. Because I like asbestos woman. Not likely, sorry. I'm into the comic-y things, but I'm not a comic nerd by any means. Earlier today, not that long ago, I was in my boredom, I was watching the Ghost Poo podcast, one of the shows I try to watch at least one of them a week if I get time. And I was chatting with, or I was just, what was I doing? I was chatting in the chat, and then I decided to take a look and see if anybody had contacted me about the stream tonight. Never joined Twitter or Discord. I'm on Discord. But Ranting Monkey put out a tweet. Let me scroll through this. Let me make it large enough so I can see everything. We're just gonna... This, by the way, is a shoot your crap stream, it says in the description. So I can shoot the crap because the comic guy didn't show up to help me. But Ranting Monkey goes, I am so tired of hurting. I don't want sympathy. I want your jokes, memes, and other inappropriate things to take my mind off shit. Absolutely, Ranting Monkey. I am the NumbedSkull. We have met. Let me offer you something I have. So, this ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tweets. Here we go, folks. Tell me how I did. This is a joke I heard in prison. 3 guys are in a boat in a storm. The boat capsizes and they wash up on land. When they wake up, there are spears pointed at them, and they are led to a camp. The chief, who amazingly speaks their language, welcomes them to the island. The tribe cheers. The chief then explains he is sorry that they will not be allowed to live, as is the policy of the tribe for outsiders. As the crowd goes quiet again, the chief exclaims that their death will not go to waste. We will use your skull for a bowl. I'm kind of offended, but still keep going. Your bones for tools, and your skin for canoes. The 3 men struggle in vain. The chief points at a table and exclaims, you can choose how you want to die. On the table, as the chief yells at them, or as the chief yells them out, poison, a knife, or a gun with 1 bullet. The first man walks up to the table and picks up the gun. I wish I had told my family I loved them more. Bang! Falls to the ground. The second man walks up to the table and exclaims, I too love my family. He drinks the poison and falls dead to the ground. The third man slowly walks to the table as he sees his fallen friends. He picks up the knife. He lifts it high into the air and looks across the crowd, exclaiming to the tribe, you are a filthy group of humans, and if I must die right now, the final thing I wish to say is... And the man closed his eyes and begins to plumb the knife repeatedly into various locations on his body, yelling in his last breath, fuck you and your goddamn canoes. Now that gets...
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I just want to say, I think I might be working this weekend, but I'll be back next week. Don't worry.
What do we got? What do we got? No responses in chat? Tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll love ya. Tomorrow, it's only a day away. Did I just really do that? Yeah, I guess I did. Also, I got one nice, cool remark that said somebody wanted one of my pillows, so I'll remind her. Oh, you know what? I'm reported? What? Awesome. Good job. Thank you. For singing Annie or for the joke? But I do have a pillow. Somebody gave me a cool comment. I thought I did a good job. I don't know why I can't show it in here. Maybe I can show it in here. Let me try to add it via an image. And image 24. Oh crap, I need to clean this shit up if I haven't labeled 24 images. That's messed up. That's messed up. I think I saved it. I saved it under today. Here's my pillow, guys. I don't like the price. So... I don't like the price. I don't. But there it is if you want to see it. It's kind of neat. I did not put a whole lot of effort into it, but this is an old slogan I used to have, so I thought it was kind of funny. Where can I put my pillow? All right. Oh, hotel Wi-Fi sucks. I can spoon today. All right, so I'm dealing with IRL stuff that admittedly is financial. And in an effort to be realistic, I thought I would offer something new. And Streamlabs has the store on there, so I thought I'll try this out and I'll play with things and see what I like, and then I'll start looking for places to move and see if I can't create some neat ideas. And when I do, I will let everybody know again, but for now, I don't even know how to link to it right now. Can I copy this link? Copy link address. I'll put it in here and let you guys have it. I don't think that's the right address. Maybe it is. I think that's YouTube being a pain in the buttocks. Let me move this window around. I guess I really am just shooting the shit tonight, guys. Friday, nobody's coming by but my good old friends that like to hear me laugh, joke, and do random things on a shoot the crap stream. I'm gonna add a little link in here. New merch. And Control V. I don't know if that'll work. That annoys me a bit, but we'll leave it. All changes saved. We'll see how long that takes. Be right back. Dropping man pant is as for deep voice. That's the life for me. That's the life for me. That hurts my throat. I can't do that very long. Bang! Don't I have a bang? No, I have a... Oh, I need new sound effects. I started making some. What did I do with them? Oh, I can't open what I want to open and show them. That will lag my stream. That will lag my stream. Do you... Alright. If you're putting words in the chat for me to say them. Panties. Make fart noises. I can't do that. I'm wearing a shirt. It's the best I got. What the hell am I doing? I'm appeasing the crowd. That's what I'm doing.
Well, make sure you hit that funny little thumb button for me, and we'll talk about what I'll do later. Oh, later.
I think that link is there, or I have no idea what I'm doing. Green. I saw a spinning circle. Spinning circles aren't bad. We're green. Is that still green? I'm in the wrong window. What am I doing? Here we are. Crowds win. Satisfying your audience. Crowds win. Hey, I'm glad I could help you guys out. Hey, you know, I do try to make it a point, and everybody has their own way to do this, and I like that there are individual ways to do this. I sometimes, you guys that come around a lot know, sometimes just do these streams just to chat with you. At this point, the comics is... They're all blown out the window because I'm doing like 90 down the highway for no good reason, hoping I don't get pulled over. So the comics are gone. Skull, we have a bone heist. Let's have a bone heist. I think that's a good idea. I think I need to chat in this one to do a bone heist. I'm not sure. I don't know how much I have. I really don't. How many people are here? It says 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Skullbot. So, okay. NumbedSkull, you watch the screen, got it 145. Enough. What's enough? I haven't had enough. There's more to be had. What am I doing? How did I get here? Who are you? I forget how all this works. Maybe I should watch a YouTube video on how to do a bone heist. But it's called a bank heist in other chats. You can actually change the name of this. By the way, guys, if you are streamers, if you do like YouTube Live or Facebook or Twitch or anything, one of my bots is called Fussbot YouTube Gaming Chatbot. The other one is, where the hell is the other one? Streamlabs Chatbot version 1.0.2.49, and I also have Nightbot. All three of them run under two names. So Skullbot is actually a second profile for me to do checks on mine, I guess. It's really weird. It's just for the chat for the most part, but I can monitor the chat, check the stream, things like that from the other profile. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has to have a second profile. If you have a bot, it recommends the second profile. That's why I set Skullbot up with that name. So I'm white retarded. Yes, I'm white retarded. I don't know what I do things. I wee with my ears, and I listen with my eyes, and I like to do colorful things. And you watched the stream for 6 hours and gathered 458 bones. You know what? I don't know why, but I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna reward, not if I can't spell, the people that are here with some entertainment. So let's look up. The first one I see is TA. I'm gonna have some fun. Before I continue, does that work if I do it in that chat bar? Because I did that in the wrong chat box. Does it work? Probably not. TA, check again. Check your bones. Because you had 458. So now you should have like almost 1,700. Show us your ideals. What ideals would you like to know? Did you get it? No? 6 hours, 4:59. Let's try that. In the right chat, doing it the right way. I'm going to remember how to do this one day. REWARD. I think. Yep, you're there too. There we go. I'm picking a silly number. I'm being silly. Somebody told me I sounded like Roger. Do I sound like Roger? Do you need to mix me a drink? Let me get to the bar. I'm going to mix a drink. Who do I got left in here? REWARD. I know Denny. Where did you go? There you are. There you are, Denny. You know what, Denny? I'm going to put... you were the first one here, and you hung out with me the longest. So... I'm trying to be interesting. Hold on. I'm not trying to be unfair, but interesting. You are all very welcome. Is there anybody else here? Speak now or forever hold your peace. My list says TCA, TA, Skullbot, Nightbot, myself, and Denny Crane. So if my list says 6, why does my number say 5? And that number says 5. And that number says 5. poorly, the Grim Reaper came into the bank and killed every heist participant. Well, I am just going to have to send him a message and let him know I'm not happy. And he's going to have to come on the show and we're going to berate him as to why he's killing us when we're robbing the bank. It's just doesn't feel right. I thought we were friends. I'd love a mod. You'd love a mod? Well, does anybody in here know how to get a wrench? There's a quick way to get a wrench. Fuck Wi-Fi. Ah, yes, agreed. A quick way to get a wrench is come on the show. All my guests get wrenches. All my guests get wrenches. That sounds like a fake parody of a country song. All my guests get wrenches when I ride them there fences. No country music? Okay. I won't do country music. I don't know. Okay, fine. Yeehaw! Get along, little doggy. Yeah, if... Lies. Wrenched. What? I'm lost. Oh, that's easy to do. I'm wondering... Wait, what did I do? Everything's funny. Oh, there's no message. Okay, cool, that's still open. What else do I have going on? We can,
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, in this corner...
A curtain. I don't know. No wrench. No bone. No wrench. Lies. Wait. Who's come on my show? Wait. I'm lost. Alright, so here's how I did it for my channel. I try to see wrenches sort of how some people see them, but I adopted my own philosophy. I hope to grow. It is a goal, it is an objective of mine for my channel to grow. And in order to do that, there needs to be some sort of incentive. Well, some people want wrenches. Well, I want guests on my shows sometimes. So you get a wrench for becoming a guest on my show. Before that policy, and I had the intent to switch it when I hit a decent low number, it was the first 200 subscriber count. I gave everybody that came by my chat a wrench, whether you subscribed or not. Until I hit 200, everybody that had a wrench. So if you have a wrench or you come in here and chat with a wrench, you've either been here since somewhere around when I started doing this, or you've been on the show and associated with the channel. And I respect that. Now, I respect everybody that comes in here. I love and appreciate every person that comes in here and watches me. I also want to say that you're all numbskulls as well. Congratulations, and you're welcome. But that's only because you're watching a numbskull. Sometimes I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Assicate? You want to assicate. Jew wants monies. Also, welcome another freaking atheist to the stream. This guy, I believe this is the guy I'm going to go visit later. Him and I are going to have a conversation because there's things we need to talk about. There's some things that aren't wrong. We're going to have a discussion. Are you okay with having a discussion? I'm going to tell you how it is. We're going to sit down and talk about things. And that actually, I don't know how long away that is. I'm cool to not have a wrench. I'm even cooler to give you a wrench and have you on my show. Come by, actually, Denny. Again, since you're relatively new, I don't know if you've seen The Great Debate, but it is a show I encourage everybody I talk to try and get on. Or I should, if I don't, encourage everybody to come on. It's lighthearted conversation about aspects of current topics, how I try to pick them apart. I look for ways to question it sideways about something that may not have anything directly relevant to do with the topic, but just a different way to think about things. Can you get a wrench to post the link? You can absolutely get a wrench to post the link. And are we starting at, what do we say, 8:30? I think. Just let everybody know. This. Do you know anything about comics, Atheist? Don, do you know anything about comics? Help. I don't know a whole hell of a lot about comics. In 45 minutes, I'll be interviewing NumbedSkull. Alright. I'm an open skull. There we go. So, I guess what I'll do is we'll go for about 10 more minutes or so, jibber jabbering, or I might go less. And then I'll go have myself part of my last cigarette and grab myself a drink and get ready. Comics are for nerds. They're not comics, they're illustrated novels. I will say I have small collections, and I came across a pretty decent sized collection and went through them, and none of them to me were of any value. I knew there would be value, but to me they didn't have anything. And again, in order to accrue value that they're worth, you have to find somebody they're worth that too, and that's not easy. Hey Fox, how you doing? Welcome. Fox, do you know anything about comics? Anything at all? Please say you know something, because all I've done so far is badmouth Superman and talk about the Green Lantern and proclaimed my pillow. I tell some jokes. I told a joke. I think I might clip that out and post it separate, just so that people might go back and look at it. We'll see how that all goes. Should I do that, guys? Press I don't like the one thing. Press P. Press P if you would like me to clip and post my joke. Mitch Heidelberg died before his time. If you really want to look into a dude, why would I look into a dude? I'll read about a dude. I'll learn about a dude. I don't want to look into him. It might be disgusting, especially if he's dead. Then again, maybe we know each other if he's dead. You never know. If also P. Luna, welcome. We're typing P in the chat if you would like me to clip my joke from earlier out and post it separately. I just think P is funnier to have everybody spam in the chat than one. So feel free. For jokes, spam P in the chat. Entertainment. You get it where you get it, right? Right? Okay, maybe I'm not right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just hosting this show with the name The NumbedSkull. P, sure, why not? Yes. Although when TA does it, it looks like she's yelling. I don't know. I apologize. It looks like TA is yelling tap 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 tap. Which is kind of funny. Tap 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 tap. Can I have a pee, please? Denny, are you getting a kick out of this? I'm not drunk. I did have a little bit to smoke, but I'm not drunk. Tell me that's not entertaining. That it's more fun to spam pee in a chat? TCAP. Decapitate. There we go. Tell me it's not more fun to spam or see P spammed in the chat than in everybody press 1. I'm not downing the people that press 1, but intentionally being different. P is my letter. If you agree, you must spam the P. That's my new slogan. That's terrible. Decapitate. Decapate. Tap, 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 tap. Yes. Uno! Denny Crane wants to go to Uno. I'm actually laughing so hard my eyes are starting to water. That's terrible. I got glasses on. That's a horrible thing. Because then I really can't see. Oh. I really can see. The glasses barely help. But they help. Amazingly. Where did I leave off? Uno? Nightbot says no. I actually, thank you to everybody that was in the chat last night, and I know if you weren't, thank you to anybody and everybody that went back to rewatch yesterday's stream, because I honestly went back to rewatch it in my edit, and I don't edit it, just for reference, guys. I don't edit my streams down. If I do, it's just to cut a clip out and put it up. I don't edit it around. I just wait till morning and let it go to everybody. I watched the stream back. And again, like I said, sometimes I'll spew out ideas as I'm trying to think about them. I'll say it as I'm thinking. And then it's weird to hear yourself back saying that and kind of agreeing with what you said, but also looking at what you're saying, go, did I approach that right, or could I have approached that better? And it's hard to criticize your work in a positive manner, looking for the ways to change the way you do it. But I did go through and listen to the show, and with all the other everything else's I was doing, my blood is red. I don't want to do that a lot. I'll get a headache because I make my face like poof up and push a lot into it, and it hurt yesterday. Besides all that, I feel like I made really good arguments that weren't one-sided, but that were, yeah, I guess I took my side of it. But they weren't one-sided arguments. I tried to offer little side steps of the arguments to illustrate what I was trying to get across. 1 tap for yes, 2 taps for no. Later. 3 sideways boobs. Or I'm sorry, I'm looking at a screen farther away. You say 3, I hear fat. 3 looks like sideways boobs. Like pouring at a funny angle, I don't know. I think on that note, it might be about time to cut the stream. I think he said too much. We need to get out of here, guys. Run! Now, as always, like your nipples, don't forget to pinch, squeeze, rub, and roll them between your fingers. Hit all those buttons on your way out and make sure you enjoy everything. Share with your friends, and I will see you all on the next stream. Which, did I do that right? I don't know if this is my store or the next stream. Either way, visit them both. You don't have to buy anything. Just look and laugh. Take a picture and share with your friends. And I will see you all in half an hour on somebody else's channel. Have a great night, folks. Tomorrow, Numbed Wasteland at 7 p.m. Why does it have to end? Because I need to drink and I have to get to another show. So, I love you all. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Till tomorrow, I'll love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day